in a moment by Senator Pidio. Just a few logistic points that were not brought up in the conversation a moment ago. On Monday, and we have members of the legislature with us, on Monday the legislature will introduce a number of bills with 4 key components to create the special election, to fund the special election framework for the maps, and the constitutional amendment itself that would affirm our support for nationalized independent redistricting and affirm our support for a temporary measure to move forward with these congressional maps being redrawn mid-decade, but the commission continuing its work in 2030. We expect that the legislature will move quickly and anticipate by the end of next week that they will complete that work. The maps will present themselves for the next few days. I know people are eager to see the maps. We anticipate these maps will completely neuter and neutralize what is happening in Texas. This does not go forward, I want to remind everybody, unless one of these other states move forward. There's still an exit ramp, not just Texas, but Missouri, as I mentioned, or Florida, Indiana, and these other states that are considering doing the unprecedented, rigging their elections with midterm redistricting. So we're hopeful they don't move forward. If that's the case, this effort will not be necessary, but we're not waiting and we're not anticipating that these states will be passive, particularly with the directive coming from President Donald Trump. With that, we're happy to answer any questions.
You said a moment ago, President Trump is underwater on the economy. He's underwater on immigration. Historically, midterms are very bad for the party in power, Bush, Clinton, Obama. Why not put this effort? You could win some of these seats in Texas. If this is a wave election, you could win 40 seats. Would you look back on this as a wasted effort?
Quite the contrary. I mean, 5 seats is a magic number. 2020, 5 seats. Flip 5 seats, 2022. It's 3 seats right now. He knows the margin of error. It was very specific. He wanted 5 seats. He was very specific when he assigned J.D. Vance not to go to the memorials and funerals of people who lost their lives in the floods in Texas, but rather to spend the time in Indiana to try to rig the elections in Indiana and redistrict there. He knew exactly what he's doing as it relates to Florida. So this is not just about Texas. This is about running away with this system and rigging it midterm. So we're not going to sit back passively hoping that somehow conditions align with those that are living with, I think, a pre-existing condition that somehow everybody's playing fair. Donald Trump does not play fair. You've seen that happen over and over again. And I'm just not going to sit back and be complicit. I don't think the people in the state of California are going to be complicit this November and watch this system get rigged and watch our democracy fail.
Does the trigger go into place if any Republican state does this?
Yes.
And are you confident that you have all the votes in the legislature and this is going to pass?
Well, I have the confidence of legislative leadership. A number of them are assembled here today, including the Speaker and the Pro Tem that were at a press conference last week, and they have confidence in their caucuses. We've been working closely with the caucuses in both houses for some time, and we believe we'll have the 2/3 to allow the people to decide for themselves.
Mr. Governor, if Trump is doing this, he's not going to stop with Texas. Are you calling on other blue states to do this now?
I think you got to meet fire with fire. I mean, this is a break the glass moment for our democracy. For our nation. The world's watching us. And so, absolutely. Again, look, identifying a problem is one thing. You got to do something about it. So this is about action. And that's what we're doing here in California. It's about resolve. It's about how. It's not about should we meet fire with fire. It's about how we actually achieve it. And so that's my hope and my expectation that other states will follow suit.
There was
just in terms of what you were just talking about, I mean, what is the Democrats' endgame here? Because Republicans do have more options for redistricting in states like Ohio, Indiana, Missouri, and there are a lot bigger legal hurdles for Democrats in states like New York, New Jersey. I mean, what is the endgame? Do you feel like you can win this?
We got to win. I mean, democracy's counting on us. I mean, the founding fathers did not live and die to see this moment. And so there's just too much at stake. And, we can roll over and say, boy, maybe if we don't, they won't continue this process well beyond Texas. You know for a fact they will. They'll run up the score regardless. At least California could push back and neutralize Texas. And once a mind is stretched, it never goes back to its original form, the power of emulation. Success leaves clues. If we're successful in November, I imagine other states may consider their own paths. Some could happen as late as January, some could happen earlier. Many states have not dissimilar independent redistricting commissions. They could take a look at exactly how we process this and how we approached it. Other states are differently situated. But look, end of the day, we're just, they count on us to continue to say one thing and do another. That's what's different about this. We're not just asserting ourselves, we're going to prove ourselves this November.
There was an ICE immigration action.
Counties in California to say that the state can't afford this. The registrar in Riverside County said it's going to cost $16 million for special election. What's your response?
Well, the state of California is going to fund that. And that's what the bill's all about. So, yes, it's deeply disingenuous.
We've got the money. We want to do it.
And no price tag for democracy. And this individual should know as he's a what?
The registrar of voters.
He should know the rules. Imagine that's a job description as well. The state will be funding it.
Governor, there was an ICE.
Have you spoken with Governor Schwarzenegger about your proposal?
I had a chance to dialogue with the governor. As you know, as someone that opposed very publicly attempts to roll back independent redistricting, that voted for them in the first place, I share his vision. And I made that clear publicly, and I've made that clear to him privately. And that's why it was important to talk to him specifically about the fact that we're affirming our independent commission, and we're calling for a national independent commission as well.
Could you speak to the ICE action outside the news
Well, I think
conference?
it's pretty sick and pathetic. And it just said everything you need to know, the setting that we're under. That they chose the time, manner, and place to send their district director outside right when we're about to have this press conference. Said everything you know about Donald Trump's America. And that was top down. You know that for a fact. They'll deny it, I'm sure. Maybe they won't deny it. Said everything you know about the authoritarian tendencies of the President of the United States. I said in a moment ago, wake up, America. Wake up. You will not have a country if he rigs this election. You will have a president who will be running for a third term. Mark my word. I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not screwing around. The rules do not apply to him. The most corrupt president in history. Doesn't believe in free enterprise, crony capitalism. He is wrecking this country, wrecking the economy. He's a lawless president. Wake up, America. Wake up to what's going on.
Governor,